Hi, welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are you all today? If you are watching this on replay, if you would hashtag replay in the comments for me, I would very much appreciate that. If you are live and you see that little red live button up there, then say hello. Let me know you're here. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Anne. Welcome, you guys. If you were on with me yesterday, I was going to do some more little flowers for the journal that we did the cover on. So I was just working on that. And then I'm also going to show you guys, we're going to try making a smaller junk journal together today and see how that works out. I have not done one, so we'll be doing it together. Hi, Mary. How are you? And just like yesterday, I cut off some of my flour as I was going around, so I am just going to add it to this. And then I will show you guys that. Can't really tell if you do that. Thank you so much, Anne. I appreciate you. S-H-A-R-E. This video. ING. You're doing a big journal, Mary. Hi, Loretta. How are you? How have you been? I know I've seen you on here a couple of times lately. How are you doing? Seems like some of the people that used to be on the lives, I haven't seen them for a while. Thank you, Mary, for sprinkling. I appreciate that. So this is the junk journal we made yesterday. And then I was making these little flowers for a corner of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to add to the top part of it, but I'm doing good, Loretta. I have been able to stay well for a while. I think I don't know. I think it's been almost 2 months now that I've been able to be well, so that is good. None of that yucky stuff. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, welcome. My mom has been doing better. She's still been having a little bit of issues, but not as bad as she was there for a few days. It was like her blood sugars were way up and way down, and it was just a struggle trying to get them into a normal range where they would stay. But I feel like hopefully got them back on track. Just going through our pages in here and making sure they're all separated from being glued and all of that, and everything's looking good. Thank you for asking, Mary. I appreciate that. So, how are you guys doing today? Is everybody doing all right? The weather here is kind of, it's warm, but it's a bit cloudy. Not too bad though. I think we're only going to get in the 80s today, which is nice. How is it where you guys are? And for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Darlia Sawyer. I live in western Colorado, very near the Utah border. Oh no, you had a stressful day, Mary? I'm sorry. Has it gotten any better, or you're still stressful? Yeah, I've had some things going on with my kids too, in the midst of things going on with my mom, so there were a few days there that I can relate. It was pretty stressful. I feel like hopefully we're back on track in those areas too. You know, everything's always a work, right? We always have to work at everything. Oh no. Well, I will definitely pray, you know, that things get better. I also have a prayer group. If any of you guys don't know and you ever want to join it, just let me know in the comments. Just say prayer and I will give you the link to that. There's some awesome people in there that will pray for needs and so forth. So I never want you guys to feel like, you know, if something's going on in your lives and you feel like you need prayer, that there's nothing available for you. And I've had that group for quite a while. Can't remember if I started it before I started this page before, but I think I've told you guys I mainly started my business page on Facebook to do craft fairs and festivals, and I didn't go online with it until a couple of years ago. I was just using it to let everybody know when I was going to be at a craft fair or something like that. And so I also started that prayer group up about the same time. And it's not super big. I think there's around 600 people in there, but it's decent sized. And I always say, you know, if you like to pray for people's needs, you know, if you feel like you're an intercessor, or if you just want to be in it, you know, to have people there when you have a need, it's good. And then I also encourage everybody to share praise reports and stuff over there too, because that encourages all of us, right? When we see God working in people's lives, then that definitely encourages us where we are. So there's the mustard one. I know we were kind of leaning that way, I think, yesterday when I got off the live. But my leaves, I think, may need to be a little bit bigger. And this one is bigger than the white one. But I just wanted to show you guys where we're going with that. And then we'll get on to making the next one. But I think those would be cute. And like I said, we'll just play around with it a little more till I get it where you want it, right? That's all crafting is. Hi Sarah, how are you today? Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside for just a second. So we've got 2 journals going so far. Today we're going to work on a third one. And I'm still going to use cardstock for this, but we are going to do another journal this week where we use something else. But cardstock is what I had on hand, and that's basically what I've done so far. So I'll be branching out with you guys too. I have not done one this size yet, so we're all going to be doing this together. I am using the brown like paper colored cardstock today for this one. And again, I got this pack at Hobby Lobby. It was normally $5.99, and it goes usually 40% off, I think 40 or 50% off. And but you can find cardstock packs, you know, pretty much any craft store. If you have colored cardstock, I think I mentioned this yesterday, go ahead and use that too, because usually you're going to cover your pages, so it doesn't really matter. So we're just folding it in half, and then I'm taking my little sewing tool. Hi Dana, how are you today? And just creasing that edge down, making it lie flat. And this just really works good for that. So, hi Ronnie, how are you? And then we're going to cut this in half, and I could use my cutter thing, but Just going to use the scissors right now because they are right here by me. And then we're going to fold this in half. So that's fairly simple. And I was trying to think, now why would you want a smaller junk journal? You know, like they're cute. Well, you could take it with you easier for one thing. And then if you were giving them as gifts, obviously this is going to take you less time. And if you were giving it to children, I feel like, you know, this would be a good size for them to work with. The pages aren't that big for them to fill. And I don't know, it's just kind of cool to have different sizes. You tell me what you guys would do with a smaller junk journal, or can you not see yourselves wanting to do a smaller one? So far we've used 2 pages and we've got the 4 folded over like cards going here. Oh, that's a good idea, Sharon. A nice size for a brag book for a new Grammy. That is a really good idea. Yeah, definitely a good size to put pictures in of your kids, your grandkids, or your loved ones, your pets. That is a really good idea. And it's something you could whip up for somebody, or even a mommy, you know, but it's something you could whip up for somebody pretty quickly. It's going to take less supplies to make it. As a gift, you could do it as a baby shower gift. You could do this as a bridal shower gift, and they could put pictures of their, or the bride could put pictures of her honeymoon in here, or they could put pictures of their wedding. You know how people are always like wanting to see things, and you get out your phone and you pass it around, but this is something they tangibly can hand to each other and look at. It's a little easier. I mean, I love phones. Phones are great, but sometimes. Hi, Susie. Welcome today. Hope you are doing well. So, as I said in the description, we are on day 3 of Junk Journal Week. It's hard to believe we've already went through 2 days and we're on our 3rd day. So, using a front cover, let's see how many pages we have now. This would be page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is definitely big enough. It's actually bigger than the one we did yesterday, this one. So page-wise. Oh, yes, that is also very true, Sharon. Printing out those pictures, and computers crash, phones crash, all the things. So unless you're really backing them up, well, it takes nothing to lose pictures for sure. And that is very sad. My daughter had that happen to them, and pictures, I can't remember which of the grandchildren it was, but yeah, it was not a fun day for sure. So I don't think, obviously, we need to make these 2 inches wide, which is what we did with our hinges for this one that we did yesterday. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for hopping on. We did these 2 inches across. And if you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling out the video, smashing those emojis if you see something you like, and just continue to comment like you have been. That's awesome and helps me out a ton. It helps my video, or this video, out a ton to get some notice from Facebook, because so much of the time they just sit there on your page doing nothing. Hi Joyce, thank you so much. And if you guys happen to be new to me, then you may not know that once our viewer count hits 10, I put one name into our Blessings Bloom surprise package drawing, and then I do another name into it for every 10 more viewers that it goes up. So doing all those things, getting that engagement helps that go up, and then you guys have a greater chance of your names going in the drawing. And then also the more you're commenting, that also will increase your chances of your names going into that drawing. I don't know, this may be too small, we'll see. Remember, I haven't done this size yet, so you guys are doing it. Sharon, I do all kinds of crafting. Thank you guys so much for spreading. I'm just devoting this week to junk journals because everybody had been asking me for a while to show them how I made mine. So that is why I am doing this. But I have been sewing since I was a teenager. Lots of years, obviously. And I love doing signs and wreaths. Oh, that's awesome. You mostly make books and cards. It is a lot of fun for sure. And I'm trying to work on the junk journal stuff at least once a week, if not, well, at least once every 2 weeks, I should say. And then sometimes we can get in more. I thought about doing a group that we can get together in there. So all these weeks that I'm doing kind of themed, you guys, that's to let me know once we get through some of these what you guys enjoyed the most, and then that will help me know what to focus on more. And if there are some groups that might gain some interest that we could do that would just be focused on doing that, such as junk journals. So as we go along, I'll be pulling you guys on what you might want to see more of. Oh yeah, I'm sure once you get more and more into it, it's just gonna become more and more addicting. I was even thinking this morning about it and all the things that I could add or do, and so yeah, my mind was going crazy. You'll have to show us some of your stuff too. I'd love to see it. So we're using the Aleene's clear gel tacky glue again. This is what I like on these. We're going to attach this hinge on one side of our little card that we made. So we're doing it on the folded side. We're going to lay the left side down, and we want to get our edges as close as possible. So, yeah, the one junk journal I have is the first one I've made. So I'm all new to this. We're all learning together. This is the first one I did. And so we've been working, this is the one we've been working on in this group, a little bit here and there. And then this week we've made this one and we put a cover on it, a fabric cover. And then I was making some felt flowers for our cover possibly. That was one idea. And yeah, it's fun to learn new things, isn't it? And then you want all the supplies to make them. Well, sometimes it's just fun watching and you're like, I really love to watch this, but I don't know if I would want to do it myself, and that's fine too. Not everybody is going to want to do it, but I just kind of feel if we devote a week to something, it probably will give you guys a better idea of what it's like. Then, you know, even though I do a lot of different crafts on my lives, I also love decoupaging and painting and resin and making jewelry. I mean, there's not much I don't like. I've never been able to like limit it down to one thing. Hi Veronica, how are you this morning? So then we're gonna do the same thing over on the other side to the folded side of this next little card that we cut out, getting our edges even and pressing that down. And like I said when we made the other one, I always put something heavy on this overnight so that, you know, it stays as flat as possible, and make sure like the glue is contacting all of our area. I think, you know, I was showing you guys the glue on the cream colored paper. I think it just doesn't show up as much there as it does on the brown, which would make sense. So there's our first set of pages that we hinge together. We're, you know, working on building up that binding in the back, making a binding, or however you want to say it. If you do write books, you would think I would know all these things, right? Oh, I am in the middle of writing a book, and this book has been a struggle for sure. So, for you guys in the Napkin Club, I know Veronica is one of them, I mailed out the Napkin Club packages today, so be looking for all of those soon. I was going to send you all a quick message, just haven't gotten to it yet, but those are in the mail. I did get them out, so yay! You guys should be hopefully getting it this week or the first part of next week. There's another paper product for you, right? Napkins. Oh, you guys, I had such a hard time at the post office because there's this one lady that if I go to in there, she always tries to send them out. Hi Maureen, how are you today? The cheapest way possible for me, which is, you know, super awesome and helpful and all of that. And she was in there, but she was waiting on another customer, so I got someone else, obviously. And she was just like, oh, we have to send them this way. And then I didn't want to get this other gal in trouble because I didn't know if what she was doing was okay or, you know, that type of thing. So I was just like, well, I've mailed these before and this is what they've done for me. And so then she kind of asked the gal, you know, next to me, and she was like, well, do you think we can do this or whatever? And of course she was like, yeah, I think that's fine, you know, because she's done that for me before. Because before, just to mail out a little set of napkins, you know, the ones I mailed out today were bigger, but before, when I've mailed out even smaller sets, it's been like $5 or close to it just to mail that out. And this is like with this gal and this pricing, it's like under $2. So that's a huge difference, right? When you're mailing out quite a few different sets of packages. And so I was like, I really don't want to pay $5, you know, a thing to mail this out. And so anyway, she finally went ahead and gave me the other price, which is just a large envelope price. And I should have measured, guys, how far I went down. And so that definitely helped. I was thinking I was not going to get out of there with that price, that I was going to end up having to pay the $5 price. So yeah, that's my post office story for the day. On the hinges, let me measure how long I actually cut them. And of course, you're just going to cut them the length of your junk journal. And that length is right about 5.5. And then the width is about 4.25, to give you guys an idea of how big that is. Of course, our strips were making the same length as this. And then we're just cutting it at a downward angle from our folded end down to the open end to make these hinges to hold our paper together. So what have you guys been working on today? I know this is kind of a repeat of what we did on Monday. I just wanted to try making a smaller one so we could see how that turned out. But I think it's going to be cute. You're crafting live today on your page. Awesome. How did it go? It's always, and you can put the name of your page in there too, in the comments too, Mary. Hi, Kelly. How are you? You always have ideas, right? But then once you hit that like button, good, Mary. I'm glad it went well. Most of the time it goes fine. There's just always those surprises, right? But then it's all good. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. Everybody's going to have good days and off days. That's what I say. None of us are perfect. You know, as long as we're doing the things that we love to do, that we have a gift or a talent for, as long as we're using that, it's all good. Doing well, Kelly. Right, yeah, that's right. You just laugh about it. And I think it helps everybody not feel so intimidated too if they say you messed up. It's like none of us have it all perfect by any means. Whoops. Like that. You throw your glue across the table. It's no big deal. So this does take a little bit of time, just gluing those hinges in there and getting those edges even. And I probably won't keep you guys on while I put the rest of it together. We can do something else, because I was thinking of, because I think you guys probably have this down now after I made the other one and then showed you how to make this one. I don't have to go through the whole thing with you guys. And I guess we have 3 more sets to add in. So we're going to have to make 3 more strips into hinges and put those on here. I'm not sure what I want to make the cover of this. I've used fabric on the first 2. Maybe I will try branching out. Oh, that's fun to get some happy mail and use that. Hi, Lynn. How are you today? Okay, so we would just continue adding the rest of our pages. And like I've said before, you guys can make these as big or little as you want. Maybe the glue has a harder time sticking on this paper than I don't have any problem with it yesterday. I'm like, that one went together really well. So it might be the texture of the paper too that's an issue, which I never thought of till now. But the cream color cardstock, and this is a little rougher, it's not as smooth because it's more like cardboard box, you know. So maybe that is part of the problem. Not that it's a problem, but it may take you a little bit longer because, you know, I ended up getting this all together with that very same paper, and it's fine. It's holding fine. I haven't had any issues with it, and so on. So, as you guys can tell, it's all holding together really well so far. The things that I have to come back in and glue somewhat are some of these other things that I put in there that might be coming a little loose. Yeah, I think this size is really cute, you know. It's quite a bit smaller than our other size, but definitely would be cute to take with you, much more manageable. And if you wanted to show people that you did junk journals, you know, that definitely, you could carry one around with you. So yeah, they're really cute, but the size is quite a bit of difference. And this is a good size too. I have leaves everywhere from the felt. It's sticking to my fabric. Thank you guys for the hearts. But yeah, this one with the cream colored paper, the glue just seemed to go on much better and stick a little bit better. Hi Elsie, how are you today? So we've been making junk journals this week. So yeah, there you go. That's what the cream pen looks like. So I will finish putting our little one together. I thought we might maybe do something on one of our pages real quick, and the one that I did yesterday, or maybe like an inside cover we could do something on. What do I have around me? I hadn't really planned on doing that, but I thought it would be kind of fun. And we talked about using frames on the front covers. You know, these are definitely ones too that you could use on them. Let's get this the right way. These are Tim Holtz brand. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. They might also have them on Amazon. So you could definitely put something like this. I might go down to that size, and then you would have your little flowers down here. So that would be cute. Or you could put your flowers more on your frame. That might even be better. Hi Sue, how are you today? Welcome. So that's an idea. What else do I have in here? Here is the wooden ones that I used on this first one I did. And I think those just come in a pack at Hobby Lobby. Pretty sure that's where I got them. So I used it on this one, but these are ones that, you know, haven't been painted yet. So you can definitely use one of those on here also. And then paint it whatever color you would like. You could put a picture of the person you're giving it to on the cover. That would be cool. Or you can put a word in there, or you could put in there what you planned for the journal to be for them, whether it's just like memories to put in there or what, you know, you could theme it that way. So that's a couple of ideas for the cover. I also thought about adding some paper into our smaller junk journal just to have for people, you know, if they wanted to write notes. You can also add it into the bigger ones. You can put it on one of the pages in here to just give them, you can Mod Podge it down. And of course you could decorate around it and stuff, but they could have the lines, or you could just use regular plain paper. How would molds work? I think you could use those fine. Yeah, I don't think it would be an issue. You know, I've even used stuff inside that stands up a bit. Like this is a wooden cross that I painted, and I need to glue this back down there, that I painted and added beads to. And it does make your book, you know, it gives it more separation. And then I have that flower that sticks out on these two ends too. But isn't that the fun part of junk journals, is because, you know, they're kind of vintage looking and all of that. So you don't care if their pages, you know, aren't flat and meet up and stuff. So yeah, you can definitely add some paper as a place for people to write. I've done a little bit of that in here on this blingy pages, as I call them. So I just added a little bit of the paper over here so that they could write notes or whatever they wanted to. And then of course I have the little bags that they can stick stuff in as special memories or whatever. And then right here, they could write down the blessings in their life, and that gives them hope. So that's why I have the hope word over there. I probably need to E6000 it into there. And then of course the cross, and it is well with my soul. I just printed out some sheet music and then made it look antiqued around the edges for that. And on this page we have another frame, like I was showing you guys, the Tim Holtz kind, that they can stick a picture in here. There's also an envelope over here that I actually made a card for, that they could write something special in there, or they could tack a memory in there. So you can have tons of fun with these, you know. There's no limits. It's just your imagination, whatever you can think of. I have another little bag on this page that you can put stuff in. I probably will add something up here. I haven't yet. And then here I just made a pocket where I tucked this pray, trust, wait sign or tag into. And this is paper, this is paper. It's paper behind it. This is ribbon right here. Paper, the paper bag, of course. I just put paper on these first two pages inside the cover. These are paper. This is fabric. The blue is fabric. And then, let's see. I don't know why I skipped all the pages in between. These were just tissue paper hearts that I had in this pack that I'd had forever. So I decided the colors match fairly well with what I had going on over here. And you don't have to match, it's whatever you want to do. So I just Mod Podged those down. And then this is a napkin that I actually have behind that one. So that kind of gives you an idea of what I've used in this junk journal so far. Lots of different, laces or... Sharon, the video I did yesterday is the same way I did the cover for this one. So if you go back and watch that, you'll see how I did this cover, and it looks really good. I mean, this one is a lot thicker. This one has 30 some pages in it, and this one only has, I think we said 16. So the binding isn't very big on that one. This one's twice as big. But I think it's fun to make all different sizes. But yeah, go watch the video from yesterday and I show how to put the cover on here with the fabric. And it's not that hard, it's pretty easy. So that's those. That's where we are right now. Like I said, you can definitely add pages. We could even go in here and attach some pages with another hinge. I would probably use plain paper so we don't have our lines going the wrong way. But yeah, you could attach those in there with a hinge, and then you would just have a little area that they had some paper to write on. So that would be fun too. Yeah, so I think that's quite a few ideas there. I don't have know if I have anything around me to use for us doing a page because I wasn't planning on it. So maybe tomorrow I will be on live with my granddaughters around, it's going to be a whole lot earlier in the day. It'll be around 10:30 my time, Mountain Time. That's 12:30 Eastern and 11:30 Central, and then 9:30 Pacific. And we're going to be doing tie-dye because we were going to do it last week, but everybody got sick and we couldn't do it. So we will take a break from junk journals for tomorrow while I do that with them. It still should be a lot of fun, so hopefully you guys can join us for that. And then Friday, I'm going to try to be back on in the afternoon. I think we will work on some pages in the junk journal. I'll get stuff together and we'll work on that. And let's see, Saturday, it would probably be afternoon if I can get on, and the same with Sunday. So I wanted to show you guys how to make a junk journal out of other things, something else other than cardstock. So I definitely want to do that. And yeah, and we'll work on some more pages, more ideas. We'll come up with how we can use the junk journals. I wanted to do a little bit of research into that, all different ideas. And if you guys have them, definitely bring those ideas along. Hi, Christina. Hi, Agatha. Welcome you guys. We are just about to wrap it up, I think, but this is what we were working on today. We were creating a little junk journal out of the brown cardstock. We didn't get it all together yet, but I did do one completely on Monday. So if you guys want to see how to do that, you can watch this one or the one on Monday. I was showing different ideas that we could use as a cover for the one that we created yesterday. I did make a bigger flower, and I was trying that out to see if I liked it bigger. I don't know. Kind of undecided on whether I like it bigger. I'm almost thinking I like it a little bit smaller, but for the cover, we're just trying to come up with different ideas. Or you don't have to use a frame at all. You can use something else. But these are like the set of Tim Holtz frames that you can get at Hobby Lobby or I think on Amazon. These are the wood cutout frames that you can get from Hobby Lobby that you can paint and use on the front. You like the brown cardstock, Agatha? I was saying I think the glue has a little bit harder time sticking to this because it's rougher, because yesterday with the cream colored cardstock I didn't have any problems, and today we are having some issues. So I don't know if that's it or not. But I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this one together too. I'm still going to be working on the cover on this one. You know, I'm just going to show you guys the progression of how we're going throughout the week as we're doing all this too. And so you guys can see, I'll probably hit this with the heat tool a little bit. See if we can get it holding a little better. So anyway, this is our day 3. I wanted to give you guys, yeah, double-sided tape is definitely good too. So I wanted to give you another take on a different size journal, and we decided that we could carry this around with us, or it's a great gift for like bridal showers or baby showers, for like brag books once you got it all together. And I'm sure there's 100 other reasons or ways we could use it too. So, but I think it's super cute having a little size. And or even if you just want to show people, like we said, that you make junk journals and kind of advertise, it's much easier to carry around this than it is this. These are more stay at home, you know, have her in your room or wherever to work on and to give and have somebody else work on. But they're just so much fun, right? So I'm enjoying this week so far. We're getting some things done. We're getting ideas. So you guys have a blessed night. Take care. And I will be on at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. So, all right, guys. I snuck in a nap this afternoon, or I would have been on a little bit earlier, but I was having a hard time getting the granddaughters down to sleep, and so I laid down with them, and guess what? I was like out for like 45 minutes. So that's why it was a little later. All right, guys, be blessed.